Okay, lesson 4. Now we're getting started with solving equations, and particularly with one-step equations. All right, before we get started, we need to just discuss a couple things here. That is the words inverse operations. Inverse just means opposite, okay? So inverse operation is the opposite operation. So what is the opposite operation of addition? Subtraction. That means if I add 5 and I take away 5, I'm left with the same thing that I had before. They are inverse operations. Subtraction, the inverse operation is addition. For multiplication, the inverse operation is division. And for division, the inverse operation is multiplication. You can see that addition and subtraction and multiplication and division go together. Okay, so why did I show you that? Well, in solving one-step equations, we need to use inverse operations to find or solve for x. For everything that we're doing, we're trying to find out what does 1x equal to. Now, in this first equation, I have x minus 5 is the same as 12. This equal sign you could think of is the same as, means this side is the same as this side. So I need to find out what x is so that both sides are the same. Now, what is my operation in this equation? The operation is right here. I have minus 5. What is the opposite operation of taking away 5? It's adding 5. So what I need to do is add 5. And I do that to both sides. Now, you may be wondering, why do I add 5? Well, if you look at this expression here, what is negative 5 plus 5 equal to? It's equal to 0. What we're doing is we're canceling it out. Negative 5 plus 5 equals 0. So what am I left with on that left side? This cancels out, and I'm left with just x by itself on the left side. Now, because I did plus 5 on the left side, I also have to do it on the right side. And then 12 plus 5 is 17. So x equals 17. And then always I can check, does it make sense? If x is 17 and I take away 5, is that the same as 12? Well, 12 equals 12, so yes, that's true. X equals 17. Now for the equation number 2, I have x plus 5 equals 12. So what is my inverse operation of adding 5? It's subtracting 5. So what I need to do is I need to subtract 5 from both sides. Now, when I have 5 minus 5, that cancels out to being 0. And I'm left with only this x on the left side. And that x is going to be equal to 12 minus 5, which is 7. Now I can check my work. If x is 7 and I add 5, does that equal 12? Well, yes, 12 equals 12. So good. So x equals 7. In my second set of problems, I'm looking at multiplication and division. So for problem 1, I have 5 groups of x equals 25. Now remember, if I have a number next to a letter, there's a little invisible multiplication there, 5 times x. So what's my inverse operation? The inverse of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide by 5 on both sides. Why? Well, what's 5 divided by 5? 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1. So what I'm left with is 1x. And 25 divided by 5 is 5. So x equals 5. And I can check it. 5 times 5 equals 25. Does that work? Yes. Now in number 2, I have x divided by 3 equals 5. I could also think of it as 1/3 of an x is equal to 5. So what is my inverse operation? If I'm dividing by 3 over here, I'm going to multiply by 3 on both sides. What happens when I'm multiplying by 3? Well, this is 3 over 1. And what is 3 divided by 3? Again, that's 1. So what am I left with is x. And on the right side, I have 5 times 3, which is 15. Now, going back, I can check my work. If x equals 15, is 15 divided by 3 equal to 5? Yes, because 15 divided by 3 is 5. So that works. So x equals 5. All right, finally, just for fun, I'm going to do a 2-step equation for you. Now, we did this in class. Here's left, here's right. Now remember, in a hanger, one side is always balanced with the other, is the same as the other. So on the left side of my equation, I have 7. And on the right side of the equation, I have 3w's plus 1. Now, I'm going to use inverse operations. Now, with inverse operations, the first thing I deal with is this plus 1. So how do I get rid of that plus 1? I subtract 1 from both sides. And what am I left with? 7 minus 1 equals 6. And on the right, I'm left with 3w. Over here on my hanger, what that would look like is subtracting 1 from both sides. And I'm left with 6 is equal to 3w's. Now, if 6 is equal to 3w, 3w is now the operation I want to look at. What operation is 3w? It's multiplication. So I'm going to use my inverse operation, and I divide by 3 now. Whatever I do to one side, I must also do to the other. 3 divided by 3 equals 1, so I'm left with 1w here, and 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So w equals 2. Now, what did that mean over here? Well, I divided everything by 3. So I'm going to divide this by 3, and then I divide that by 3. So each of these w's you can see is equal to 2. Again, I can check my work. 7 is equal to 3 times 2 plus 1. Does that work? Well, 7 is equal to 6 plus 1. 7 equals 7. Yes, w is equal to 2.